everybody. Yeah, I wanted to do a narrated Wi-Fi battle this time. Um, haven't done one of these in a long time, but I think this would be pretty good. Um, this was actually recorded a couple of weeks ago, and I can remember them pretty clearly. Um, about the battle, I didn't want to bring my guard chomp because that Salamence and that Weavile just scared the crap out of me, so I didn't want to risk that because. For some reason, most of the Salamuses I find on PBR nowadays either are the typical Dragon Dance Sash set or they are some crazy Choice Scarf set, which is just unpredictable. So, looks like they led with Weavile and Charizard. Weavile's an obvious lead, so let's just go for the Protect to avoid a possible Fake Out with the Weavile. And it actually does end up going for a Night Slash, which is actually pretty um, unpredictable in the first turn, actually. They go for the Air Slash, but luckily Gallade actually has a decent amount of special defense, so he takes it. And then a Psycho Cut, and that does a lot of damage, actually. And then I just finish off with a Shadow Sneak, so that takes care of the Charizard. So that's done and taken care of. So that's good. I'd actually rather that have been the special attacker than the physical attacker, because if it would have set up a Dragon Dance or a Swords Dance or something, that could have been actually pretty powerful. But yeah, that Night Slash did a lot of more damage than I thought it would, to be honest. I was actually considering it might have been choice banded because by the looks of this, it does not have a focus sash, so it could have been choice banded, and there was no sign of a life orb, so it could have been holding a muscle band, like the lower class of choice band, but that did a lot of damage, so it's hard to say. Then they come in Alakazam and the Salamence. And that Salamence was actually a little intimidating, other than the effect here. So I go with Shadow Sneak to break a possible sash from the Alakazam, because I know Alakazam is like incredibly fast. And even with the Intimidate, that did a lot of damage, but still, Alakazam has like no defense whatsoever. So, and the Salamence is actually I don't. It's hard to say if the Salamence is or is not choice scarved. I'm kind of hard to say. Because Charizard and Salamence both have the same base speed, and my Charizard outsped the Alakazam, which really surprised me. Because Alakazam is like incredibly fast, and his Salamence outsped his Alakazam. So maybe my Charizard and his Salamence had like a speed tie, or his Salamence was just faster than them both. But it might have been scarved, I'm not sure. Because I know my Charizard is timid nature, so it's kind of hard to tell. I don't think I ended up getting his Battle Pass, I can't quite remember. But I do end up bringing my Porygon-Z, which is Choice Scarf, so I easily KO that Salamence with an Ice Beam, no problem. And there was no risk of a Sash because it was already at lower HP anyways for my Heat Wave, so that was a pretty good battle, I suppose. So yeah, there's the first battle, and there is a second battle in this, if you haven't noticed at this point, because that was pretty short, so... Let's see, do I end up getting this person's friend match, or I don't even remember. I ended up getting it, but I have too much room. I should probably start deleting them sometime. On to the second battle. I'm using the regular pass here. This is actually one of my more favorite passes. And if I remember right, this battle was actually really interesting. Sorry, just got a drink here. It kind of half looked like a possible sunny day team, maybe. Because I know that most Rapidashes tend to be on sunny day teams because of their amazing speed. So, and it was in Courtyard Coliseum, but yeah, I was gonna go for the Hydro Pump just to easily KO Rapidash, but the stupid fog makes me miss with both of my attacks. So my that sleep powder was actually meant for the Umbreon because I didn't want it starting cursing, which it starts doing here because that's the most thing that Umbreons tend to do. To be honest, I was actually kind of worried that the Umbreon would be like some that carry Sucker Punch, so I didn't want to risk my Starmie getting KO'd. Because with one curse, that's more than enough to KO Starmie because it has like paper thin physical defense. So yeah, I was actually a little surprised that Venomoth actually outsped the Rapidash. Like a little surprised. Maybe it's an adamant Rapidash, because I know Venomoth has a plus speed nature, so it's hard to say there. I do end up switching out my Starmie. I was actually worried that the Rapidash was going to go for either a Mega Horn or a Solar Beam on my Starmie, and I already protected the last turn, so I had to switch out to my Kingdra, and he doesn't end up going for the Flare Blitz on my Venomoth, but I have an Oka Berry, but that's nothing compared to a Sunny Day stabbed Flare Blitz. So yeah, sorry, I was just kind of shifting around there. So yeah, Venomoth goes down quite easily because there's no way it's holding up to the Flare Blitz, and I ended up getting a lucky critical hit with my Bug Buzz on the Umbreon, and that did a lot of damage with stab and all. So yeah, Umbreon's down to very low hit points, which was very helpful. I felt a little bad about that, to be honest, because that's like I critted his wall, so it doesn't really matter in the end, but I do end up bringing my Sceptile, which is like incredibly fast, and I just go for the Rock Slide, and I easily KO Rapidash, and I finish off the Umbreon, so that's pretty good. I was a little worried that Rock Slide would have missed the Rapidash because I have like terrible luck with Rock Slide's accuracy, but Rapidash would have KO'd my Sceptile, but Kingdra probably would have finished it off in the end. But I do end up getting up a Dragon Dance with my Kingdra, which is great. So Kingdra's all set up now. So yeah, and the sun is still shining. So sadly, I can't really risk a waterfall. So I accidentally edited this part out. My mistake. This ended in Tauros. I accidentally edited that part out, but it's not that bad. This ended up Medicham and Tauros. I just edited out the Tauros part. So I end up switching out my Sceptile and sending in my Starmie again. Just fearing whatever the Medicham might have done. Because I thought it would have been a Choice Scarf Medicham with like Ice Punch or something, so I didn't want to risk my my Sceptile going down. Of course, I could have went for the Fire Punch, I suppose, too, because it's like the Sunny Day thing. But he ended up going for the High Jump Kick, and I'm surprised I actually took that well. I know that did a lot of damage, but I was actually a little surprised I actually took it that well. And the Tauros did end up going for the role play, so its attack stat is now doubled because of Medicham's ability Pure Power, which Tauros copied from it. So now the Tauros has like insanely high defense, and it's a quite fast Pokemon, and it will end up one-hit KOing my Starmie, no problem, because Starmie has nothing on Tauros when it gets nailed with a stabbed return that's probably maximized with Pure Power activated. So yeah, there's no hope in nothing that would have survived that. So I bring my Sceptile because I know it's going to outspeed, and my Sceptile is actually fast enough to outspeed my +1 Kingdra, but my Sceptile is max speed, and Sceptile is an incredibly fast Pokemon, and it does easily finish off that Tauros with a Leaf Blade, so that's a good game. So yeah, and I take like 4 damage. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this narrated Wi-Fi battle. I should probably do a couple more of these sometime in the future. I'm still sorting out some audio problems with my Pinnacle video transfer, but hopefully that gets resolved soon. But I can keep up the PBR battles, so I hope you guys enjoy them. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.